Hey guys, what's going on? Mass Effect Forever here. Just, chilling out like always, relaxing, enjoying the beautiful spring weather. I don't know, here in Canada, here I live in Alberta. It's the first day of spring. I don't know where you guys are from or where you guys live, but it's 25 degrees outside. Here in Canada, typically we don't get weather like this until the end of March, beginning of April. It's pretty good. It's beautiful weather, absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk about. If you're a noob like me, well, let's get to that in a little bit. But I know I've been doing a lot of Mass Effect rants and that, and I don't know. I still enjoy the game. It's a great game, but regardless. Anyways, if you're a noob like me, you didn't realize that you know the Mass Effect franchise has created books. I didn't know that. A lot of you are probably looking at me like right now, like, are you serious? Like, you didn't know Mass Effect created books? You know they that's what the whole thing is based on. Is the books that guys, authors like Drew Kirkpatrick and William Dietz, they all wrote. But no, I didn't know that. Like, for example, I went out the chapters yesterday and I stumbled upon these books. I got Mass Effect. You got Revelations here. Revelations. Let me see that. You got Revelations. Apparently, um, this is like the prequel to Mass Effect 1 with Captain Anderson and Sarah and sort of how it, all went about and started. And then you got the continuation of that. This is Mass Effect Ascension. This again has to do with Kaylee Sanders, which is a character you actually meet in Mass Effect 3. She's the blonde chick at the Grissom Academy. For some reason, her role continued to come about, and her and Anderson had this relationship in Mass Effect 3 that I didn't know about. I didn't know there's dust on him. I didn't know about it. Apparently, there was a relationship between him and her. And it wasn't until I took a look at this book and read it that I actually realized, like, holy shit, there's more to this game than meets the eye. And I didn't know these books actually had such a powerful and, gripping aspect in the game itself, which is really interesting and neat to know. So, yeah, here's Ascension. Has a lot to do with Grissom Academy. This other girl named Gillian, or Jillian, however you say it, she has these, unique biotic powers that Cerberus is trying to utilize. And they try to, pretty much in a sense, manufacture biotic people, biotic children. People that have the gift, and use them as a way to defeat the Reapers, or at least for the most part, um, utilize for humanity. So humanity can sort of have an upper, you know, uh, have ability over others. But anyways, the next we have this one. This is Mass Effect Deception. I believe this girl here on the front is actually the Jillian girl in Ascension. It's a continuation of that, except it has to do with Kaylee Sanders and Captain Anderson. This one, Captain Anderson is not in this one, and he sort of, you can see him in the front here. He there. He plays a role in this one, actually, a quite substantial role. And this again has to do with Jillian and her sort of fight against Cerberus. And as you can see, she's all grown up in this one, and they're trying to utilize her power to stop Cerberus. So they all seem oriented. All of the books, at least for the most part, seem to have Cerberus as a major piece of plot in the books. And then finally, we have Mass Effect Retribution, as you can see here. That's the Elusive Man. And that guy in the front there with all the wires sort of seem to be connected to his face. If any of you guys are familiar with the DLC that was released in Mass Effect 2, Operation Overlord, where you have this autistic man who is being, because he's really good with numbers, he's being used to, in a sense, find a way to communicate with the Geth, so the humans could use the Geth on their side. But yeah, no. Yeah, so I'm gonna read the. I've read so far. I've read Revelation and Ascension. These books are both. I'm not a. I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a very academic reader. I wouldn't. I don't go out and read every day. I'm kind of a couch potato myself, but I really do enjoy strong literature. Twilight, for instance. That nothing against Twilight, but that book is written as if it was written by a grade 5 student, you know, a 10-year-old. But no, these for a book being based off a video game, they're actually very well written and very in depth, and they really sort of touch base on a very grassroots level of society in that time period. And they know, you know, Drew Karpyshyn and the other authors like William C. Dietz, they really do a good job at sort of capturing the emotion of characters. And that's one thing that's really important to me, is the emotion of characters and the attachment you have to them. So I'm gonna read these books and do an overview of them, and I'll tell you if I like them, and I'll give you my feedback, and then maybe you can go grab them. You know, there's probably more. These are the ones I found, but if there are more, you know, let me know, and I'll take a look at them, and I'll let you know if they're good or not. You know, you don't have to take my opinion, but it's good to know. It's good to have at least a little feedback. But anyways, see ya.